What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Everybody, rock your body tonight. What's going on, man? Welcome. If it's your first time pulling up, welcome to the gang. Y'all see Spidey back there. Where's Spidey at? Oh, there go Spidey right there. What's that? Y'all see Spidey back there. Welcome to the gang. This is your first time pulling up. I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time pulling up, I still want to say welcome. While everybody filter in, let's go ahead and get the pleasantries out of the way. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Y'all know I get on Al Gore Internets every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning to do the overnight price action review. And then in the evening after the market close, normally at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But during football season, since I got to pick up Junior and do the whole Super Dad Adventure stuff, we're doing it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we go over the price action recap and we look back to see where we right. Were we wrong? What did the market do today? Was it a surprise? Was it as expected? We just go through all of that right there. And why do I do it? Because I want to show people what a full-time trader would do in any situation. Because there's a lot of people who, they desire to be full-time traders. So I just want to share from one trader to another what I would do in any situation. I typically only trade the SPY. And sometimes I trade the ES futures, but I just want to show you what a full-time trader would do in a situation, because price action is price action. No matter what you trade, if you learn how to read the price action, you too can be successful. How about that? I do it all for the free 99. The only thing I ask you to do is hit the like button. Hit the like button. Wherever the like button is, please hit the like button. Especially since I'm not doing any other social media. Just hit the like button and help this get to as many cousins as possible. I ain't streaming live on Instagram no more. I rarely did anything on Twitter. I ain't been on Facebook in 500 years. I don't do TikTok. I don't talk with the ticks. Only TikTok I used to do was back in the day when we used to do this stuff like this right here. But hit the like button. They told me that the algo like when you hit the like button and it show it to other people. So y'all help me spread the word around. Help me spread the word around, because this is the only vehicle that I'm using. And it's the you of the tubes of you. Let's see who in the chat. The chat looking real slack. I see more numbers than I see names, but I'm going to shout out who's in here. Oh, yeah. Just let you know, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If anybody wants to pull up and ask a question, or if anybody want to pull up and share anything, it's a family affair. It's a family affair. You're welcome to come on stage and share anything you want to share, right? Yes, here to learn and share. Got the link in the chat early. Yes, I did. Cool it now. Watch out. What's up, Cool it? What's going on, Kareem? What's happening, Kareem? The other day I found out there's two Kareems up in here. What's up, Kareem? What's up, Angela C? What's going on, Regina? What's going on, Valdez? Buenos tardes. If y'all ain't know, I hablo español. That says Buenos tardes. That's good evening or good night or good day. Good tardes. Yes, that's good evening, good night. Hello, good night. That's how the Jamaican people I used to know when I was in Florida. I had a whole lot of Jamaican friends. Whenever I used to call their house, they used to be like, hello, good night. That's what their parents used to say when they answered the phone when I was in high school. Phone rang. Hello, good night. I'd be like, did you just hang up on me? Can I speak to Darren? ¿Qué pasa? De nada. What's up, Ramon? What's up, Ramon? Hey, man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. How was y'all day today, man? How did y'all trade anything? Did y'all trade anything? What's up, Valdez? Did y'all trade anything? Did y'all do anything? How was y'all day today, man? My day was kind of uneventful. The market did not come to, what's up, Max K? The market did not come to my entry point. So I was unable to make my trade. If it would have came to my entry point, it would have been a successful trade for moi, but it did not come to my point. We can review the price action for today. These are hourly candles. As you see, after taking the external liquidity to the buy side yesterday, We set a new overnight high at 39.36.25, and then we continuously took sell side liquidity, internal sell side liquidity, and then we successfully delivered that sell side liquidity. I hear something going on out there. I'm sorry, y'all. We successfully delivered that sell side liquidity below the bottom of our box, which was resting at 38.45.75. So we soaked up all of the sell side, all the liquidity inside the box, and then we broke through the sell side liquidity. So we took this buy side from up here that we successfully took out yesterday and delivered it down here to the sell side today, right? The trade that I wasn't able to get into was this move right here on this 11 o'clock candle through the 12 o'clock candle. This is the move I was unable to get in on. If you was on the live with me today, let me drop down to 15 minutes. Okay, if you were on the live with me today, right around this area here. Okay, here we go. So if you was on the live with me today, I think it was lower than 15 minutes. I think it was lower than 15 minutes. Let me see. Make sure. Yes, it was. It was lower than 15 minutes. Let's drop down to 5 minutes and see. Okay. Yes, here we go. So I needed it to, it might have not have been 5 minutes. Let's go back up. I done erased everything off, so I can't really see where I was trying to go. It's not the hour, because it was from over here that we was looking at. Let's go to 15 minutes. Shrink it up. Yep, here we go. Here we go right here. This is it right here. 15-minute chart. I just didn't have enough in the screen. So what we were looking at this morning when we mapped out the entry, right? We were looking at this order block here, right? We were looking at this order block right here. We were looking at this breaking market structure right here. And don't worry, I'm gonna tell you what the levels are in a minute. And we were looking at this fair value gap right here. Right. This is what we were looking at this morning. So this fair value gap, this order block, and this breaking market structure right here. So the body of the order block is between 38.63.75 and 38.73.75. The body of the order block, a 10-point body. It's got a little wick on the top and the bottom, right? The breaking market structure was at 38.67.25. This candle right here, broke market structure, right? Left a fair value gap right there on the next candle, right? We touched it, went up, did our thing. Then overnight, we started to come back down, and we was heading down to that area, right? So we pointed out the fact that there was it was a fair value gap here somewhere, either on the hourly or the 15-minute. There was an order block here. The breaking structure, I was like, if you took it off the fair value gap, your stop loss would have been below the low here of 38.53.50, right? And then every last one of these, it would have been the same spot if you took it off the order block, if you took it off the breaking structure, if you took it off the it was something else we was talking about that was in there. I can't remember, because it was like 3 different things we talked about right around here. It was all anyway, whatever we discussed, this was the area. And then based off how I set my stop loss, I always try to go at least 1 point below the swing low, or the point where I need to put my stop. So 1 point below this 38.53.50 would have been 38.52.50, which means, and I got a 5-point stop loss, and I'm doing 2 for 1. That's what I'm trading on the ES, 2 for 1, risk 5, going for 10. Right? That means I had to put my stop loss at 38.57.50. Right? My entry would have been right here where I got the white line, 38.57.50. And as you see, we only came down to 30. Get on the right one. 38.59. So we were 1.5 points away, right? It was 1.5 points away from my entry. That's as low as we came, was 1.5 points away. And so I didn't get picked up because based off my risk to reward and the way I set it up, the lowest I could enter was at 38.57.50. And it came down to just about 50% of the 15-minute order block. It came down to about 50% of the 15-minute order block, and then it took back off. And you know, if I could have gotten to the trade, if it would have picked me up, we went all the way back up to as high as 38.93.25. So that's well beyond the 10 points I was looking for. Because, you know, just say if I would have decided to get picked up at 38.59, where it went to, right? My exit would have been 38.69, which would have been right here. It would have been right here, just above that blue line, and it went well beyond that. So it would have, if you know, if I could have got into it based off my risk tolerance, it would have been a successful trade. But Brandy told us in the late 90s that almost doesn't count. So if you want close to count, go play horseshoes. All right. That was in the morning. If anybody had the risk tolerance to take that trade, congratulations to you. After that run up, we stopped short of the buy side liquidity. We took a little bit of buy side liquidity, I think, that we had marked out. We had some stuff marked out. I can't remember what all we marked out. We marked out let me see. I marked this later. I can't remember what the charts looked like. I changed the charts. Anyway, we didn't get nowhere near the top of the box. We pushed up. The highest we got today after the open was 39.93.25, and then we came down and delivered to the sell side liquidity after taking buy side from yesterday. Like I said, we came down. I didn't watch the market this afternoon, so let's go into it and see what played out. So this afternoon after lunch, this is lunchtime. So this afternoon we came down 11 o'clock candle. We pushed up, stopped short of this swing high right here. Stopped short of that swing high right there on the 15-minute. Stopped short of the hourly fair value gap that we had made on the way down before the morning rally. We stopped short of the fair value gap, and then we pushed down, and then at on the 2 o'clock candle, right after running out the morning lows, we ran out the morning lows at 1:30. We took out the morning lows at 1:30, and then from 1:30 until 2 o'clock, we made the daily low, which after we successfully ran out yesterday's low, which was we tapped into the sell side liquidity on the external. So now that we have taken the external liquidity on the sell side on the 2 o'clock candle, we pushed up, ignored this fair value gap. We have set a potential order block here. I'm just going to highlight the oh, excuse me. Thank you, son. I'm just going to highlight the bottom. This is a 15-minute potential order block on the 15-minute. Let's load 15-minute imbalance and then change this outline to solid. That identifies order block. And let's push this out to the end of the week just to get it out of my way. Okay, we made a potential 15-minute order block. We pushed up, disrespected this fair value gap that we made on the 15-minute, disrespected this fair value gap that we made on the 15-minute, blew through this up close candle right here, came up, closed this 15-minute fair value gap, and then consolidated for the rest of the day. Oh, that's the end of the day. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, yeah, boom, push back down, one good swoop down at the end of the day, and close the day out at, what's that, 38.73.75. Let's deep dive into this and see if there was any good setups that I would have taken. Not seeing anything on the 15-minute. Let's drop a little lower, get to the 5-minute. If it ain't nothing on the 5-minute that just poke out, then I'm gonna stop it there, because I usually don't deep dive like that unless I see something setting up on the 15-minute. Right? Okay, if you trade on the 5-minute, if you trade on the 5-minute, you have a breaking structure, gap retrace right there. If you take it out the top of the gap, this would have been your trade. I wouldn't have got picked up on this even if I did trade on the 5-minute, because I take it at least 50% of the gap. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure I'm getting into a discount also. Let's check the discount on this swing. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, boom. See, I would need to see the discount. The discount equilibrium is at the top of it's at the top of the 15-minute gap, but the discount is about a quarter way into the 5-minute gap, because the top of the 5-minute gap is right here at 38.59.75, and equilibrium is at 38.57.50. Right, that's equilibrium for this run up right here. This run up right here that it made prior to getting back to the fair value gap. Right, it touched the top of the gap, but I wouldn't have got picked up on that, because I would have been going for at least a discount and at least 50% of the fair value gap. So I wouldn't have got picked up on that. And then if you took it, your risk tolerance would have had to be let's see how many points that is. The low of that candle is 38.46.50, right? So 38.56.50 would be 10 points, right? That's still not get picked up. That's at equilibrium. That's 10 points. And then it got you in at 38.59.75. And then the low was 38.46.50. My math ain't math. I need to be on TradingView so I can just stretch out one of them little things, and it'll show me how many points that is. What's they need? They need something like that in Ninja Trade. I wonder if they got something like that and I just don't know it. 38.59.75, 38.59.75 minus 38.46.50. 38.46.50. 13.25. So you would have to risk 13.25 points at a minimum to get into this right here, and that would have put you right there. And then if you do like me and put it 1 point below, it would have been 14.25 points risk that you would have to take to get into that trade, to get picked up on that trade. That's outside my risk management. Then going further into that, I don't trade after, I don't put on new trades after 3 o'clock. And looking at this, you had a breaking market structure, fair value gap retraced right here. It went a little bit lower, but again, your stop would have been below this. That's another big one. That's another. It was a lot of big stop loss that would have had to been set today if you took any of these trades, right? Because even from the bottom of this fair value gap at 38.70, the bottom of this down close candle here is 38.60. That's a 10 point. If you do like me, put a extra point below the swing, that's an 11 point stop loss from the bottom of the gap. if you take it off the bottom of the gap. And I don't like taking it off the bottom of the gap because I'll be getting left a lot of times. So that's another big stop loss right there. I wouldn't even try to take that trade. And then that's it. That's it for the price action recap, man. It wasn't nothing that I would have got picked up on. I had a trade that was laid out. I didn't get picked up on because it didn't come to my point. For anybody who took any trade today, congratulations on being successful. Let's go over here and look at Spirleen. Let's go look at Spirleen. Y'all clear your vocal cords and sing it with me. I sound a little hoarse. Let me get me some water, man. I've been sounding hoarse all day. Y'all got me talking on live too much, I guess. Man. me. There we go. Spirleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. There she go. Hey, Spirleen. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry you couldn't get through. Man, remember the other day when I said it'd be a dirty dog trick if they push this thing down lower in the beginning of the week, took out this fair value gap, and then pop that thing off after Powell talk? Man, didn't I say that to be a dirty dog trick? Boy, if they do that though. But it's pretty much playing out like we had said before. We talked about it a while ago. We said when we was back over here, we said the market, we saw the market getting back up to a premium, selling off. You know what I'm saying? Remember, because I said get up to around between 411 and 412. We went up to 411.73. I said the market gonna pop to about 411, 412, and then sell off and then consolidate in front of Powell. Pop to 411, 412, sell off, and now we consolidating in front of Powell. Right? Me no have no crystal ball. Me just read the price action on. Me don't have a crystal ball. Me just read the price action on. And why did I say it was going to go up to 411, 412, and then sell off and then consolidate before Powell? The consolidating before Powell was just a hunch based off previous activity before big events like FOMC. We either sell off or rally and then consolidate in front of it, right? So this part right here was just speculation based off previous performance. The part about rallying up to 411, 412, that was because when you come from this, the high down to the low that we had made, right? Equilibrium was right at 1408, right? 1408 was just below this swing low right here, right there at the start of this daily order block right there. You had a 2-day order block right here, right? So this was equilibrium. So I said we're gonna come back up, get to equilibrium, right? So that the market is you know what I'm saying, right there around the discount premium, right? Then I said we're gonna sell off and then consolidate in front of Powell, right? So it pushed us back up to a slight premium for this leg down, right? It also pushed us back up into a premium, a nice premium for the entire bull rally from June, what is that, June 17th. It also put us into a nice premium from the confirmation leg of the bull rally from July 14th. So it put us up into a nice premium for the main bull rally, and it put us back into a slight premium for the retracement of the bull rally. And then that way the big boys can sell at a premium to buy it back at a discount if need be. So that's why I said we was going to around 411, 412, because the equilibrium was right around here somewhere. I deleted my line. The equilibrium for that rally was 1408, right? And then the low on the open of the 2-day order block was 412.11. So I just said it, since it was above 410, on equilibrium, and the open of the order block was 412. That's why I said we're going to rally back to around 411, 412, and then sell off, then consolidate in front of Powell. Me don't have no crystal ball. Me just read the price action, and I say this is where the price is most likely to go, and the price went there. The price do not hear me, and then we sold off, and now we're consolidating, because the sell-off consolidation, that's just what the market do in front of big announcements. And then when the announcements come out, the algos move the market in the direction they want it to go. So just a little bit more in-depth explanation of why I said what I said around that time, because it's playing out the exact way that we talked about it way back here on September the 1st, somewhere around here. It was September. I know it was September the 1st because I remember it was a text between me and one of my partners. We was texting, and I sent the text, and I said, that's what it's going to do, right? And for anybody who think it's cap, go back and look at some of the other episodes. I showed the text message and everything. This ICT stuff worked. Let me see who pulled up in the chat since I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time if anybody want to ask anything. If anybody want to pull up and share anything, the link is in the chat one more time. I said, what's up to you, Mags? What's up, Laverne? Laverne, did I speak to you already? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I jalapies. Hello, Laverne. Kareem said he was on the sideline. Me too. Not by choice, but I was. Draco! Big Draco in the building. What's going on, Draco? What's up to the Russells? I miss y'all, little friend that was on the end with y'all at the football game. But hey, how y'all doing, Russells? What's up? Sanjay, what you got to say? What's up, y'all? Made a little change today. Nothing crazy. Caught it close to fair value gap. And I don't know what OD means. Okay, then clap it up for Sanjay, man. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Clap it up for Sanjay. God bless you. As oh, that's when I sneezed. Oh, I surely appreciate that. Thank you. You're never late. You always on time, Tanya. You are never late. Davario, I appreciate you, Davario. Gabriel Towns, even. I appreciate you. That's really all I got, man. I ain't got nothing. Y'all know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is FOMC. What is that? 2 o'clock? Let's go to econoday.com real quick. What is that? 2 o'clock? Hold up. Sanjay, can you explain to me how OD is order block? Please explain that to me. I know I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to E. I ain't go to Ely. I ain't that dumb. I ain't go to Piper. I ain't that, but I went to BA. You know what I'm saying? I went to Dilla. I went to BA. Explain to me how OD equals order block. Make that make sense for me, please. Oh my goodness. For anybody who don't understand how to use econoday.com, you just go to econoday.com, right, and click on view full calendar right here, and it pulls up the economic calendar 1 week at a time, right? And as you see, in anything that's got a red dot, it's potentially volatile, right? It's potentially, it has the potential to create volatility in the market when that event happens. If it's a green light, they don't expect volatility. If it's a yellow or orange light, it's possible volatility. But everything in here has the potential to be volatile. So ignore those colors and just understand the narrative of what's going on around that event. Tomorrow and this whole week, this is what everybody looking at right here. The FOMC announcement. This is what everybody looking at. And if you click on, you see how this says consensus and this says report. After the event happens, it changes to report. Before the event happens, it says consensus. And the only difference between the consensus and the report screen, right? You can see what they're expecting. They're expecting the Fed to raise the interest rates by 0.75% or 75 basis points. That's what that BP stands for. 75 basis points. That's 0.75%. 25 basis points is 0.25%, like 25, 50, 75, $1, right? So if they say 100 basis points, that's 1 full percent. If they say 75 basis points, that's 0.75%. 3 quarters, 25, 50, 75, 0.75%. For anybody who don't know that, they're expecting the Fed to say we're raising it by 0.75%. Anything above this right here, the market is going to go to Hades. Anything below this right here, the market is going to go to paradise. Take off. I knocked my light off. You know what I'm saying? At 75, just depending on how the market feeling. Might take off, might consolidate, might drop. But anything under is going to take off. Anything over is going to drop. All right? Just keep that in mind. They're expecting 75. Right? And they and then this little target thing, y'all need to start doing your research on the target thing, because that lets you know where the Fed want the interest rate to fall in between over a certain point of time. And you know what I'm saying, this interest rate stuff, it affects companies that have to borrow money to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because the higher the interest rate is, the more it costs them to borrow money. So if they depend on borrowing money to grow, it hurts them. That's why you see growth type companies pulling back when the interest rates rise too fast, right? If they rise consistently, like if they know, okay, they're going to raise it by 3/4, and they can price that in. They can understand that. They can project, this is how we make money over time. But if they never know what the Fed gonna do, right? If they think the Fed gonna raise by 3/4, then the Fed come out and raise by a whole percent, slap them upside the head. It caught them off guard. If they think the Fed gonna raise by 1/4 and they come out and raise by 50, slap them upside the head. But if they know a consistent plan that the Fed got, they can start to price that in. So don't fall for the trap that growth companies do bad in high interest rates. No, growth companies do bad in uncertain interest rates hikes. If they know what the hikes are, they know how to charge you for it. They can get the money out of you if they know what to charge. You know what I'm saying? That's just like running a business. If your shipping costs go up, you pass that on to the customer. You know what I'm saying? If the cost of your products go up, you pass that on to the customer. But if you don't know how much your shipping gonna be tomorrow, you don't know what to charge. It's uncertain. You know what I'm saying? You could be sitting up there charging $6 to ship a shirt, and then you get an email saying, "Oh, we charging $8 to ship shirts all this week." Now you losing $2 on every shipment. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I really do not know. I really do not know. Hey, that ain't no typo. You typed it 2 times. You typed that on purpose. What's up, Stacks? You ain't never late, man. You always on time. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. That's all I got. I don't see nothing in the chat. I'm feeling hoarse, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. I ain't got nothing else. We done went over the price action. We looked at SPY lean. I went off on a tangent talking about interest rates, and I don't know why. That's all I got, man. I appreciate one of my kids cooking something in the air fryer. It smells good too. I know they're using the air fryer because that's the only thing we cook in around here. We use the air fryer for everything. At least they do. Well, no, Chris gonna cook some eggs. Chris will scramble eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I promise you, I need to get some chickens and put them in the backyard. I be going through so many 18 count extra large eggs, I ain't gonna hold you. That boy will scramble an egg. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I see y'all in the morning at Stacks, get off my screen. I see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price action. That's it, man. Appreciate it. Gone.